So, hi there. This is Jackie with Angels of Cosmic Revolution, and I am here for I don't know what I'm doing yet, and I'm not going to edit this. I want to do collective reading, but I keep being pushed to do pick a cards, and my ear rang for pick a cards. So, how about we go over? You know what? People keep asking me about their past lives. Ay, 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 caramba. Anyways, so why don't we do? I keep doing like Latin references, and I don't know why. How about we do two piles for past life to start with? And then if I feel like doing another one, I'll do another video with two piles too. So we're going to do pile one, which is going to be this card. And then pile two, which is going to be this card. So I just want you to choose. I want you to sit there, and this is also practicing intuition. What I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath. Just breathe with me. Breathe in for 5, hold for 5, release for 5 through your mouth hole. Okay, so totally didn't do it right. I don't do it right every time, but you know what? It's the deep breathing that counts. So, anyways, the way that this goes, by the way, is the way that I do past life readings is that I go by the karma that you collected in that lifetime. Like, let's say, um, you have some really weird energies about you during this lifetime, or just random bad luck that make no sense. And you're just like, what the hell's going on? Why me? So, um, I don't know exactly why me. It doesn't have to be the energy, but it's almost like, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? Or I'm a really good person. Why do I get shit on? Kind of energy. So I go over the karma that you go to. I discuss the energies that I feel and the situations that I feel in that past life, and then I discuss how it could reap karma, and so that you're dealing with it in this lifetime and what to do. So this would be an intensive healing. It might get dark. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all. Anyway, so again, pile one, pile two. I don't know if it would like help to like look at it like this. I really can't stand this camera, y'all. I was gonna say I'm using my laptop camera, my webcam. One, two. Okay. So this reading is going to be just gonna sage real quick. Whew. Okay, so this reading is going to be for, we're doing pile one. Let's see. So what energies, what deck am I going to use? So I combined two decks the other day, and I haven't used it in a reading yet, and I'm being called to use it. It's a huge deck. So it's the Soul Journeys Tarot, and it's, I think the other one is like an energy deck. Well, ironically, this one is the other. If you watch a lot of tarot, you know that a lot of people have this. So this is for pile one. Okay, so what's coming to me, it's almost like in this past life, you had a really good, easy time when it came to um, different situations. Like, let's say you had extremely good luck in love in this past life, or this could be some of the karma that you're carrying on, okay? Let's say you had a lot of, it's not let's say, this is the energy that I feel. You had a lot of good luck in some area of your life. For the majority of you, it was your love life. You were able to meet your soulmate, meet your partner, or meet whoever it was at a decent age. You also lived a very good life with them. I feel like that's the majority of what I feel. Makes a lot of sense. So we have the yin yang. I'm just freestyling it, y'all, by the way. Door to personal healing and happiness. And then we have emotional withdrawal. See, that to me, it's almost like because you had such an easy time in that life with finding love. Oh my gosh, finding love and harmony came out. Um, Finding love at this life, it's almost like damn near impossible. Some of you, it is like, it's like 60-40, I want to say. It's like your love life has it been bad this lifetime. However, you're having a hard time with your funds. Um, like healer of all ages. To me, during this lifetime, oh my gosh, and I'm talking about those that are having a hard time with funds, healer of all ages, and then cornucopia came out. So it's almost like this lifetime you might have a hard time with either a really hard time with love and an easy time with money, or a really hard time with money and an easy time with love. See what I'm saying? I feel like that in this past life, the karma that you reaped is because it's almost like, because things have to be balanced, right? So I feel like in one way or the other, you suffered financially or emotionally. Let's say you were more focused on your coin than love, and you ended up, and like maybe that's like let's say this lifetime you're more focused on working, you're more focused on making money, about being financially stable, perhaps stocks, maybe investing, maybe gambling, who knows. um, I feel like that in this life you may be like that and cling more to money and focus more on funds than you would personal aspects of your life that have to do with a love nature, or like kind of like an emotional nature as well. So like something that you're being asked to look on is to actually reflect on what's going on inwardly, because I feel like that some of you again are focusing too much on your work, on your coin, because of that past life. You had it easy with emotions, right? So this lifetime, and you suffered with finances. This lifetime you're focusing too much on your finances and too much on work, and you're not really allowing yourself to invest in yourself and see what's going on inwardly, what's going on emotionally, how do I really feel. And I feel like that your lesson is to learn the balance with that. And then like let's say you in this past life it's the other way around. I know that I'm doing two piles still, but it's still going to resonate. um I feel like that whoever had the hard time in love and the easy time with finances in a past life, right now, because you had a hard time in love, you're more focused on love, you're more focused on really being with who you want to be with, and processing your emotions in a healthy way. It's almost like you work too hard to focus on that when you're not really spending enough time and making sure that you're balanced with your finances as well, because you're too worried about love. See what I'm saying? So I want to pull some more. Let's some more karma. Sorry, y'all. This is like an insane amount of cards, and I don't have big hands. I feel like that some of you also had a habit of okay, this is the same past life, by the way. This is all one past life. I'm not digging into a million lives and like a million past lives. So it's like all of you are going to resonate and had a past life that was similar to this in either that situation or that situation. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to get a little personal because I could feel that coming on. Okay. We have universe, shadow. Universe. My ring light is going to tick me off. Shadow. Mental conflict. Awareness, and sacral chakra. I feel like that in this past life as well. Some of you never really got a chance. It's like I feel like that the majority of you that chose this pile passed away between like your 40s and I want to say mid 40s to like 62 specifically. That's going to resonate for someone. 62 or 44, one of those two, whatever. That's the energy that I feel. 44 to 62. You passed away at that age, so you didn't necessarily get to live. Some people say this full life, but I feel like that you weren't able to really accomplish everything that you wanted to accomplish in either area. So it's almost like in this lifetime, you have to find the balance with your finances as well as your love life. It's almost like you have to have the right career, be balanced and stable in that foundation and in that area so that you could build upon it. I feel like I'm seeing a pyramid, and usually pyramids have a bigger foundation on the bottom and then it goes up, right? I mean, that little triangle, hello. Anyways, so I feel like that this lifetime and energy that you're carrying forward, it's almost like because you weren't able and you struggled so hard with balance that you're going to struggle with balance in this life. It doesn't matter. Like, let's say you're very indecisive and you have a bad habit of like waiting and delaying to make decisions. It's almost like the universe is going to come in and be like, pow, you're going to have to look within. But this is shadow, by the way. You're going to have to look within and really figure out how you feel. Figure out what you want. What you want, what you want, what you want. Anyways, I also feel like my foot got warm. That's freaking weird. Excuse me. With mental conflict, it's almost like this lifetime. Well, I know a lot of us are already aware of it, but we really have to ascend and really embrace our karma, and process this karma to raise the vibrations. Everyone's like only focused on this life. It's like screw that, dude. You got like a whole bunch of weird, energies or weird mindsets or thoughts that make no sense and you don't know why you have it. It's almost like you might have a really strange fear and it makes no sense. Well, that's a fear. You need to process that fear and why you have that fear so that you can move on and feel better energies. Do you see what I'm saying? Just because it's from a past life doesn't mean that it's not affecting you currently. Just like I know what I'm doing for my next pick a card. I'm doing inner child again. Anyway, so I feel like also you need to remember that just because I have another lifetime does not mean that it does not affect, again, your karma this lifetime. You know how much healing work, like, this is why I'm pushing, like, healing work when it comes to tarot, is because I didn't realize how much built up karma I had, and I have had, watching my words, had the worst luck ever. My luck's changing. I am lucky. I'm very positive. I'm lucky. I'm optimistic. Law of attraction. Anyways, um, until I became aware, I didn't realize, I'm like, this makes no sense. I've always been a good person. I've always had high integrity. I've always wished the best for everyone. I've always had good intentions with everyone. Even those that have done me wrong, I have prayed for. And I, like, honestly, it didn't take until I woke up and I realized, oh, I had a soul tie with this person. I had a soul tie with this person. And then this person just an effing asshole because they had a really shitty past life and they can't shake it. Anyways, with awareness, I feel like that in this past life, you also weren't able to become fully aware of your true meaning or your true purpose. So I feel like that in a way, it's a blockage, and it could be a blockage in your sacral chakra. If y'all want to truly enlighten yourselves and heal past life karma, I feel like, and I've told a lot of people this recently, they don't believe me. Like, everyone has had a past life as a whore, a paid whore, a prostitute. Okay, everyone has. Everyone has. If you don't believe me in everyone, believe in 90%. I'm not going to say what else came to my mind. Anyways, so with the sacral chakra, I feel like that because it was almost like love for money, chicks for free. Who is that? Is that Dire Straits? Anyways, I feel like with the sacral, I'm like totally, this is Gemini. I have a Gemini in my first house, so I'm totally channeling Gemini energy. Like, ding, 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 ding. Anyways, so with the sacral chakra, I feel like that you might have a hard time being as passionate about things as you want to be, as you truly be. This can be sexually, this can be affectionately, like showing affection to your mother, showing affection. When I said mother, I had a weird like dong sensation come to me. So that's telling me that some of you might not be necessarily getting the right attention that you necessarily want from your mother in this lifetime. So there's a reason why I brought up mother specifically. So I feel like that may be because you had such a lack of disconnect in your emotions in this lifetime. Those of you that resonated, maybe those of you with money. I feel like that you also didn't really value or appreciate family that you probably do this lifetime, or you feel like that your family doesn't. See, that's how karma works. Is it's either happening to you, as in you just get dealt a crappy hand, and like you genuinely have a crappy family, or We have patience. Cute. Anyways, I'll go into that in a second. Or you just can't find that right connection. It's almost like you have a hard time conversating, my ears ringing, connection with your family because it's a lack of communication or possibly lack of understanding. See what I'm saying? Okay. And I feel like with patience, that when you actually begin to look within and do like this, or if you do inner child work, anything like that, then you're really going to see, oh my gosh, guess what? When you heal, you got to feel it to heal it. Okay. And then when you heal, it clears away energy. So, like, our vibrations are rising. So, it's almost like the more you clear it, because you're rising at a higher vibration, whoever you want to believe, the universe, God, source energy, your higher self, they're going to sit there and be like, ooh, here's this manifestation. Here's all this good energy. Thank you for doing the work. Thank you. And I've been telling people, like, you get rewarded when you get rewarded when you do the work, when you heal, when you are a better person, not just for yourself, but for society. Anyways, some of y'all might have a hard time communicating. I'm gonna use this deck. Sorry. So this is the Santa Muerte deck. I feel. 1 second. I'm human. Anyways, I feel like that some of you that chose this file, a majority of you, this is like this past life was of either a I want to say Latin. I can't, like, I'm seeing different. I'm seeing, okay, dark skin, like olive tone complexion. Um, 3/4 of you that are watching this are women, like you are a woman in this past life. Um, there's the majority of people that were men in this past life, like you were men in this past life that I'm referring to, you're a woman now. So I see it's almost like a, oh my gosh, I feel like all of men watching this, you're a woman in this past life. That makes a lot of sense. Anyways, moving forward. I feel like that some of you are having, it's all about balance with this pile. I feel like that some of you are having a hard time and you don't understand why you have to work so hard on balancing your feminine and masculine energies. That would very much have to do with give and take, equal give and take. Watch your life. Like if you sit there and you look and you sit there and you notice that you are a giver, you're a giver, which is masculine energy, right? Because you give. So like for me, I was an overgiver. And I tried breaking it, and then it took me forever because I've always been a giver. I've spent most of my past lives as a male, and I couldn't figure out why. I'm like, why is it so hard to master and have control over this energy? It was so hard at first. I have it now. It's not like I'm masculine at all. I'm very feminine. I mean, just look at me. Pretty feminine. Anyways, and but I've always been a giver. I always have to supply everything for, my mini family, for my son and I, and like have a hard time asking for help. Asking for help is receiving energy, and it took me forever to get to that point when I needed help. And then, you know, if you are a overtaker, as in like you happen to have a habit of, I'm trying to give a good example. Like let's say you like to be chased. You like to be chased in a romantic partnership. I know I go back to romantic love a lot in past lives, but it really relates a lot to like one of the biggest things that karma impacts is love. Yes, love in all areas. But I noticed that for a lot of people, it really goes back to just love as a whole in a way. Like a romantic love, excuse me, not love in a whole, as a whole in a way. Romantic love. So, anyways, I'm almost done shuffling. Because that's like the deepest love of all is romantic love. Yes, it's willing to be the most vulnerable. I don't think you get that physical with your mama, do you? Anyways, you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be gross. I'm just giving y'all an example. I totally felt the ping up. That's gross. Well, you know what? Some people are into that shit. Anyways, so some more on this past life for pile one. We have the moon. Some of you, I need to do a reading by genre or something. Some of you, it's only a very small amount. Um, there's a person that you know in this life, and there's a reason why you're watching this past life reading. You need to break the cycles. It's specifically for this one, pile one. You need to break the cycles that I'm telling you because there's someone that you had this past life with, and you've had several past lives with, and you need to connect with this person on a vibrational level, and you're almost there, but you have been inhibiting yourself by working too much or by distracting yourself. You when like the main past life, I just had like a flashback of Egypt, like I was there. Um, I was, but anyways, you have a past life with this person that you're trying to connect to, and I feel like it's hindering you in like you're trying to approach them kind of way, and you're trying to figure out how to approach them. It's romantic is how I feel. That what this connection is. It's romantic as fuck. Anyways, in order for you to truly connect with this person the way that you want to, you need to either have like a hardcore past life reading done or past life regression, or you need to have you need to go on a shamanic journey yourself. And you're gonna find out a lot more about this connection with this person and why you feel it so like pulling on you so hard. Um, because you had a very significant past life with that person in Egypt. Anyways, moving forward. So we have the moon and the page, the effing ring light and the page of swords. So I'm gonna pull some more on the page of swords. I feel like the moon came out first, but I'm still gonna pull more on the page of swords. I feel like that some of you are beginning to see the significance of what you are and what you're meant to be, because I feel like that in the majority of your past lives, this past life is included, the majority of you weren't able to truly, holy crap, be your individual self. You have never been able to hit the level of authenticity that your soul really needs. Does that make sense? Okay. And because what came out, by the way, was the Five of Swords. Then this is clarifying. Oh, my nose is itching like a motherfucker. Excuse me. I don't want to like take off my makeup. Anyways, the world. It always happens when I'm channeling, like hardcore. This is why I don't do, like, I love doing past life readings, but I feel like this is part of the reason why I've had such a hard time getting to past life readings is because I just want to rip my face off. I feel tingles like feathers touching me, and usually, like, when you deal with, just a heads up, when you deal with past life energies, it is mediumship work. Just saying. Because, like, seeing so many effing dead people. Anyways, no offense. So we have the Six of Cups. See, I told you about this, like, significant relationship person, what have you, soulmate tie. And then we have Santa Muerte, which is the death card. So to me, it's almost like you're doing this research and trying to figure out what's really going on because in a past life you weren't able to accomplish your mission, which was to close out the cycle of not being authentic and transform into who you're meant to be, deal with the conflict head on, and really enjoy yourself as well as enjoy life. It's almost like you never were willing to take a leap of faith. I do sense more of a safety in this pile. I feel like the leap of faith would be the moon card. So I feel like in this past life, this specific past life, for about 10 of you, no, masculine, for about 10 masculine, You never process, this is for those, whatever, man. If it resonates, it resonates, but it's kind of me. It's at least 10 men, as in you were born a male this time, this lifetime. You never recovered from heartache. You thought you were all healed, and you ended up being cold in a way this like that lifetime. So you might have a very I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, some of you have had your heart really broken this lifetime. Okay, it's reasonable, but I feel like that there's some of you who haven't really dealt with hardcore heartbreak, heartbreak hotel, whatever, dude. Anyways, and that's your goal this lifetime. If you have heartache that bothers you, or like irrational fears when it comes to relationships, like let's say you've never been cheated on, but you have this biggest fear of being cheated on, you're going to draw on a cheater. You're going to draw on the energy of a cheater. If you have this energy of ending up falling for someone and it being unrequited love, and it doesn't make sense because you can get people fall in love with you like that. Good for you. I kind of can too. Anyways, because there's some people that can just do that. They're really charming, they're charismatic, they're alluring, they're captivating, they're sexy, they have energy that's just like so attractive. Anyways, I feel like that's something that you need to work on this lifetime, is trusting yourself, as well as actually believing that you are worthy of love, and that there is good people out there that can be trusting, and that you can trust, and vice versa, and that you can be 100% vulnerable and authentic with. That's the point, is that you can't sit here and continue to feel left out in the cold and like be stomping on some skulls. It's almost like, I refuse to process my pain because I'm above it. No, heal your pain, because you still have pain going on, obviously, or you still have certain energies. I mainly feel sadness, regret, and disappointment in oneself, by the way. And this is the energy that you need to process and heal this lifetime, because you're still pulling victim energy, and that's honestly what the universe wants to give you, because that's what you're going to keep getting unless you heal. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, I'm trying to help you clear out your energy so you can manifest better things, because you're worthy of it. The universe wants you to heal. This is on the bottom of the deck. Four of Swords. The universe wants you to process it and heal, followed by the sun, so that you can have the real enlightenment. So that the sun is known as the soul. Okay, so that you can have the love and the healing that you really want. And then it's followed by the Lovers, and then the Four of Wands. You can't even make this up. So I feel like that's what you need to focus on from this past life. Um, most of you were definitely into something of the ordinary. I would say it would be a job that didn't really stick out or was magnificent. Um, most of you were soldiers, I want to say. Um, that's what you need to heal from. I wanted to give a little bit more information. So, this is called the Awakened Oracle deck, I believe. My book's all the way over there, so bear with me. Let's see what we can get. Let's see if we can get some strict guidance. What they lacked in that life, can I tell them that, as well as what that card can do for them in this life? Okay. Pile one. Some of you never even got spiritual or religious. Like all of you did not believe in a higher power. So it must have been during a time where religious wasn't really thought of knowledge. Where spirituality and religion, this could have been a very, very long time ago before people even thought of God. You know what I mean? Um, so like let's say, I'm going to tell you this. Let's say some of you that are watching this, you've even had that this lifetime, like let's say you just never really been drawn to religion, you didn't have a religious upbringing, you didn't have a spiritual upbringing, nothing like that, right? But I think a little bit narrow-minded, not your fault. And I'm not dissing that or anything like that. It's literally the energy that I feel. It's almost like this is it. What's in front of me is real. There's just such thing as energy. You lived like that this lifetime. And some of you still carry that through to this lifetime. Some of you don't believe in deities or angels, archangels, light beings, aliens. A lot of you don't believe in aliens, believe in them. Okay, that's all I have to say. If you're watching my channel, you probably are most likely because the energy that I draw in is starseed energy. Some witches, some witch energy. Shamanic, I have, oh yeah, I have my little staff back there. But anyways, I'm trying like a mofo with that staff next to me. I gotta remember that. That was a good idea. Anyways, I feel like that we also have treasure. Exactly. So see how I'm sitting there and I'm talking about like you refuse to believe that there's something external to you that runs the universe. You refuse to believe it. What about miracles? What about miracles? That's what I have to say. I feel like that in this past lifetime, like if you've been rushed to awaken and you have abilities and you don't know why, you could have been bitch slapped with your awakening. I feel like a lot of you did. A lot of you, wow. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I hope you take your feelings seriously because it's just going to get heavier and heavier until you actually take it seriously. I'm not even being mean about it. I was bitch slapped. I grew up Southern Baptist and I was bitch slapped with my awakening. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been a medium my whole life. I've been a shaman. Um, I have premonitions. I've had predictive dreams and predictive deja vu. When I say predictive deja vu, it's almost like I knew something was going to happen, and then 6 months later it happened, and it would be world events and shit. And I feel like that some of you, the universe has been trying to gift you your abilities this lifetime. And maybe some of you are actually embracing it. Some of you are actually open to it, right? But I feel like that because you aren't willing to do the work, you won't be able to get it. So it's almost like reminding you, hey, once you actually maintain the balance, that's when the magic comes out. See what I'm saying? So thank you so much, pile one. I am moving on to pile two. If you would like a personal reading with me where you can actually get a more in-depth past life reading or you're interested in looking into a different past life, I do that as well as general healing. I use a mixture of tarot, oracle cards, intuitive messages, some shamanic practices, as well as Reiki in my readings. My information will be down below. Thank you so much. I also have a special going on, one question for 15 and two for 25. So anyways, thank you so much. Okay, so for pile two, make sure we're still recording. Okay, so for pile two, let's go into past life for pile two. Sage. We'll go, honestly. I just want one good spray. Just one good spray, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I'll just use my oil instead. Anyways, hey, so past life for pile two. Let's see what energies I can get. Oh, so, okay. So, past life for pile two, the energy that I feel is that you had some kind of abilities in this past life. You're either a witch, a lot of you were witches, or you were some kind of shaman. Shaman can be somewhat of a witchy energy too. Um, you knew about it and you were not as open about it as you wanted to be, or that you should have been, because of, well, it could have been because you were persecuted. I'm feeling multiple time frames. I'm sensing 1600s, 1200s. I want to say 200 BC. You could have been a high priestess, and if anything, let's say that you you had the abilities of a high priestess. This is for some of you, um, but you weren't in the position to use those abilities. So I feel like that some of you were persecuted in a way because it made no sense as to why you had those abilities. If anything, some of you could have even been stronger than those that were in power that had abilities, and it freaked them out. So the energy that I feel, and when I say have abilities, I mean like you were a medium, or you had some kind of healing ability, or like let's say you worked with the earth and you made like balms and like cough syrup old school or something like that. Like it was considered witchy because yours was really good for some reason. Obviously you knew how to use intention back then. So let's see what we can get. Exactly. Didn't I just say that you were like persecuted, or you were afraid of being persecuted in storm warning? Or does it say storm warning? Yeah, storm warning came out. So I feel like that some of you have abilities this lifetime and it's almost holding you back in a way. Holding you back because you're not sure why you have abilities, why me. Trapped in fear. Can't make this up. Just saying. I feel like that a lot of you have abilities this lifetime. The energy that I'm getting is that those that are watching this, you have a card flipped, I think. Maybe not. You have abilities, but you're just too afraid to open up about it or really even pursue them out of lack of, well, honestly, I feel like that it's self-love, right? Because for me, I'm going to give you an example how to get over this. I had a past life, same situation. Not, um, I know what past life it was too. Um, but this is a variety of people with the same karma. That's why I explained at the beginning. I think I did it before pile one, before I got into pile one. That's why I explained that with past lives, what I go over is I go over the karma that you collected in that past life. See what I'm saying? Okay. I went over the karma. I go over the karma you collected, why you got the karma, how it could affect you now, and also what you can do to get over it so that you can live a better life this life, right? It's about healing all areas of life. I'm gonna lose my staff. No, I'm not Gandalf. Anyways, I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Someone must thought that. So let's move on. Third eye chakra. Exactly. This is all about you not being able to or wanting to be as open with your abilities and what you can really do. Some of you communicate telepathically with other people, you don't even know it. Some of you have severe anxiety and depression, and it makes no sense because you could be in a hell of a mood, a great mood, and then all of a sudden it just goes to crap. The moment that you go out in public and you're like, why is this going on? It's because you're an empath. You're soaking up others' energies because you don't know how to protect yourself. The majority of you. I'm not no doctor. Try it out. Try actual like energy protection and tell me how it goes. Obsidian selenite. This is obsidian. Obsidian selenite, black tourmaline. Those are just some. For some reason, I feel like saying some of you might want to invest in getting some moonstone jewelry or light. See? You don't know how to protect yourself. How can you even go forward in life and really embrace what you're meant to be if you are so afraid? Like, what if you actually decide to tap into your abilities And oh my gosh, you have amazing intuition. You win the lottery. Oh my gosh, you have amazing intuition. You make the best choice in your business. Oh my gosh, my intuition is so effing on point because you're in tune with yourself, because you actually believe in yourself and you actually believe in your abilities. We have harmony. So I feel like that some of you, because in this past life, you didn't truly embrace yourself because you were afraid to, or some of you did embrace yourself and it ended badly. Let's just leave it at that. Anyways, I feel like that you might have a hard time. Again, my nose is itching. Sorry, pardon me. I can't help it. I can't help it. I am what I am. I deal with the 5D. It happens. I feel like that some of you, in a way, hold your back in other areas of your life because in that past life, you held yourself back too much, right? Some of you, the majority of you, y'all, I want to say like 90%. Funny community. Community. Some of you held yourselves back because you were so afraid of what would happen to you if you were able to be vulnerable, if you allowed yourself to be vulnerable and really speak as to what was going on with you at this time. Could have been at another time too, in another past life, but the majority of you, it's like this life, you're afraid to really tap in and be what you're meant to be because of fear of judgment. So let's say you don't have abilities and you don't think you have abilities and you're still trying to figure out why you care so much about why people think the way they think, why they think. Um, or let's say, you have abilities, you already embrace them, and you're trying to figure out what's been blocking you energetically from moving forward, from receiving your manifestations. Um, some of you just really need to actually embrace yourselves and stop giving an F what people think in all ways. Let's say someone, I also feel like that some of you could have had things backfire. Um, in this past life, like let's say you actually did try to embrace your abilities or you thought you had your intuition right and you were way the F off, okay? Whoop, I had a card fall. We have patience and planning. You see, wasn't I just talking about like your stuff backfiring? I feel like some of you are afraid to actually embrace your true authentic self, especially with psychic abilities, because you jumped the gun, you did something this life that I'm talking about that wasn't exactly mature. This pile, the other pile was a lot about like love. This to me is all about like psychic abilities. If psychic abilities, spiritual gifts, Jedi mind tricks, what have you. Um, and I really feel like with this pile that anything, and this is all about being authentic. Both piles were about being authentic. First one was about mainly emotions and being balanced in it. This is all about just allowing yourself to be comfortable in your own skin. Is what's coming to me. So can I pull something on community? We have emotional loss. So to me, this is telling me that some of you, again, this is all about, okay, we're going to have a talk pile too, because this is affecting you so heavily in this life. You're talking to a woman that made her own shamanic staff. So anyways, I feel like that some of you, excuse me, pardon, some of you are so afraid that you are going to be isolated, excommunicated, things along the lines of that, because of what happened in this past life. So what you need to work on is trusting in yourself, embracing what you are. If you're a starseed, study up on starseeds. Really learn what you are. It'll help you. It would be an advantage. If you are a mystic, Study it. You'll know the difference. You'll feel it in your soul when you read up on these things. Okay? If you have shamanic roots and you've been having some weird ass Mayan dreams or something, some drumming in your dreams, for some of you, you've had it, it's because you were a shaman in this past life and you need to embrace being a shaman. You can study it, you can master it yourself, learn an egg cleansing ritual, spend time in nature and try to get in tune with the whatever animal spirit you feel drawn to. Me, I randomly, and everyone's gonna be like, ugh, they're so bad. They're not bad. They're actually one of the most intuitive birds, most intelligent birds. It's a crow, a raven, right? Um, I had a flock of them earlier this year when I awakened. Literally a flock of them come to my home, and like they're still there. There's like 30 of them that hang outside of my apartment, and like specifically by my apartment window. And I feel like that some of you are honestly, I have never like full on grabbed this thing in a video before. So obviously some of you just need to be like shown that it's not weird to be weird. I mean, look, I have a turkey feather. It's all messed up now because I'm moving it. But, and then I have, no, where'd it go? Talking about the crow and it's gone. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's right here. I was gonna say, I have a raven feather. And I believe it's some kind of quail or something like that. I didn't get this. I got this other feather in a crystal box, but the top two I got on my own. Anyways, and I feel like that some of you really just need to embrace it. There's a whole new age coming upon us, so I don't think you really want to hold yourself back, do you? So let's pull more on this past life. We're using this deck. Okay. I was going to use the same deck as pile one, but I wasn't feeling it. Deck, excuse me. So for pile two, what is some energy? Let me give you some more details. How about that about this past life? Instead of just talking about the cycles. Anyways. Well, I pretty much already told y'all what you were. Some of you worked directly. So this is some of you worked directly under, like, let's say you had high priestess energy, right? And you had, oh, this is so hard for me to talk about. I don't know why. And you worked by someone that you were partners with, or you worked underneath this person, okay? Like, let's say they were the high priestess, or they were the head of the coven, or whatever, and let's say you had far more abilities than them. I feel like that you might be afraid to speak up about your abilities now because you're afraid to speak up about them then, because I feel like that some of you are more powerful than you let yourselves allow yourselves to be. Whether it's out of fear, fear from society, or pretty much fear of yourself in a way, like, am I really that powerful? Did I really just do that? Is there a reason why? Y'all, I pulled the 3 of air, the 4 of air. I didn't pull it, I just cut the deck for some reason this way, and the 10 of air. So, excuse me. Y'all, I don't want to blame it on Mercury in retrograde, but it's Mercury in retrograde. Okay? I can't talk for shit. Anyways, so let's move on. So, I'm seeing cat eyes. Not the makeup, y'all. I'm talking about like the slits. I said cat, remember? So I feel like that because I saw that, it reminded me of shapeshifter energy, which would be considered holy motherfucker. Okay, I know it's a woman. Okay, excuse my language. I am human. You see how that is a freaking woman, but doesn't it look like a chameleon? I was gonna say y'all got some serious chameleon energy. I have chameleon energy. If you have a heavy Gemini placement, you are so easily drawn to chameleon energy, like you have chameleon energy. It's almost like you can get to a room and you could do that this lifetime. You could do this. This is the same energy. In this past life, you were so much of a chameleon that people viewed you as deceptive, but in all reality, you could just fit in wherever you went. I say that because you have the Empress, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. That darn light. Anyways, um, this was the Three of Cups, by the way, the Three of Water. I feel like that perhaps you constantly felt the need to dim yourself down, not shine your light as bright, not be as open as you wanted to be again. Empress energy, I know it's not High Priestess, right? But it's almost like my full value is when I trust in myself. My full value is when I believe in myself and I allow myself to be myself. My full value is being who the fuck I am. Again, pardon my language, y'all. It's who I am. Click off if you don't like it. I'd rather be myself than not myself. That's what this pile needs to learn anyways. Just say. So, I want some more of that Three of Cups. And we have Temptation, which is the Devil card. So, with Temptation, it seems to me almost like some of you have been tempted to move forward in um, your abilities, but it's almost like you're afraid to dive too deep into them because you're scared of what will happen. Whatever the hell that means. We have the Tower. So it's almost like, I get it now. It's almost like I'm afraid. We have the Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Magician. I'm afraid to really embrace what I am, a master manifester, a shaman, a starseed, a magician. I'm afraid to really master and trust and know in what I am because I'm afraid that I'm honestly going to be abandoned by everyone that I care about. You won't be. In this past life, you were. That was totally about the energies of what you're still reaping, though. I don't know why that came out. That kind of upsets me. So we're going to pull some more. Okay, so let me meditate for a second. Some of you abused your power in this past life, too. So you might have a hard time being able to access your abilities or your intuition at all. I'm being told false prophets. Okay, what's coming to me is that when I hear false prophet and what I was seeing, it's almost like you gambled too much on your intuition and then you failed in this past life. Like you, for a heavy amount of you, you were a masculine, so you were either, no, masculine, you were a man. A heavy amount of you, you were a man in this past life. And some of you ended up, excuse me, some of you ended up like putting your faith or placing a bet that involved other people's energy in some way. A lot of you, it was lives. So I do sense a heavy amount of military authoritative, I can't talk, energy. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm freaking channeling. I feel like that you might have a, no, we're talking about past life. I told you I knew that. One more spray. Anyways. Some of you may feel like that you could trust people. This is about trust too. We're not talking about that. Move on. Move on. Some of you were in the military, like I was saying. Thank you. Some of you were in the military and you made some decisions that ended up impacting several people's lives as in, instead of flanking left, you told him to flank right, kind of thing. That's literally what's coming to me. It's almost like a last minute decision because they trusted you. Basically, felt like because you claimed it. You hadn't done the full work. You claimed that you had such strong abilities and that you were on the right path and that you had the best intentions. I feel like the majority of you did. A couple of you that are females this lifetime and were males this past life. Like I was saying, you could be a female this life and be a male in a past life. It's very real. I feel like that some of you, again, you're female this life, okay? I feel like that some of you are perhaps having a hard time trusting. And in this past life, you have an angst against unknown. Oh my gosh. I keep going to this life. Sorry, y'all. That's how I do my readings, though. For those of you that are female this life and you are a male this past life, you are very deceptive. You are unable to really come forward and be true to yourself because you're trying to stick out more. If anything, again, I think I said 1600s, 1200s, and like 200 AD or something like that. I do sense a lot of Roman energy. A lot of Roman energy. Specifically Roman. I see the suit and everything. But I'm sensing in different time frames. A few of you that are masculine this lifetime right now, 2020, whatever. You're masculine when you lived this past life, excuse me, you had a very hard time with listening and receiving and understanding, appreciating, and actually taking into consideration guidance. You would block it off. You might be a fixed sign this lifetime or have a fixed sign placement. If you are a fixed sign, if you're a fixed sign this lifetime, you're a mutable sign last life. Can someone remember? Well, I'm gonna this recording. I was gonna say, can someone remember that for me? Because I think it's fucking true. If you are a fixed sign this lifetime, you are a mutable sign last lifetime. I'm getting really weird feelings and chills and shit. So, anyways, quote me. I don't know if that's even a real, like, if that's already been like discovered or something. I have no idea. I'm literally just channeling it. Some of you had very complicated. I know it's 80% of you. I sense that there was some kind of restriction in the home life, as in you had different beliefs than your parents. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You not only had difficulty with your parents, if you had siblings, you didn't get along with any of them, you had black sheep. Right, the black sheep. Now, I don't know, this is your past life. I'm trying to get like that specific information. That's why I stopped touching the cards. I'm just holding my staff, literally. Some of you have hesitated this lifetime to actually look into what you actually are because of this past life. I know I've already discussed it, but it's not just that. You have some kind of scar. Um, Scar or birthmark, excuse me. That sticks out. And it doesn't make, it's kind of like an odd placement, okay? Take with it whatever, what have you, okay? That's not necessarily where you died. It's almost like you might have a blockage in that specific area. Um, like let's say you have a weird scar or something on your chest. That would be heart chakra, right? Um, it's almost like a hint from this past life to, hey, you need to work on it. I'm honest, that's what's kind of, maybe I'm just channeling information now. I kind of feel like I am. My ears ringing. But there you go. Pile two. That was a whole bunch of random knowledge dropped. But let's see. Let's see what you could do this life to help with that past life karma. I'm sorry, that was very scattered. Oh, didn't I say Gemini energy? Anyways, so I have no problem with Geminis. They have a very attractive energy to me, but not what I'm channeling. So let's see, for pile two, what can we do so that, well, any energy in their past lives, how can they clear it up to live a better life this life? Y'all, it's the same shit. It's exactly what I already said. Anything else? Okay, there we go. On the bottom of the deck, we have knowledge. Then we have mirror, shadow, and truth. Isn't that funny? She's looking at her throat chakra, and I'm having an issue with my throat chakra. Anyways, um, I feel like that some of you, once you actually decide to look within and do your shadow work, it is going to help you actually vocalize how you feel, why you are the way you are, how you are the way you are more. I feel like that some of you tend to project and mirror what you have going on onto others this lifetime because even energetically, specifically energetically, I'm feeling that. Um, some of you need to get more in tune with your emotions and see how you really feel. Also, that's guidance that's coming to me. And you need to make sure that you communicate how you feel and what's going on. That was so scattered. I apologize, y'all. Someone's been like tapping into my energy all day, and I'm about to. I think I know who it is. But, anyways, so the guidance here is to really look within, realize how you feel, process how you feel, allow yourself to feel, and really make sure that you are allowing yourself to be who you're meant to be. So, thank you so much, Pile 2. If you'd like a reading, if you'd like something more detailed where I hone in on your specific energy, my information is down below. Thank you.